Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's big announcement in the Trisbrina Show.
Woo-hoo!
It will all be revealed.
It's a big secret just for a moment.
Very soon. Is it a secret? I guess you could start guessing. What are they going to reveal? All right. It is time for some Trisbrina.
Very exciting. I'm going to find you guys on my phone so I can read the comments as you post them.
We got that awesome rock and royalty-free music coming in piping hot.
You know you go live a lot when you know the words to the royalty-free songs.
When you know your royalty-free music, you got it going on.
When you are that cool.
All right,
Woo!
Here they come. Hi, gang. Thanks for being part of this. Just popping you in here on the screen. There they are. Hi, Shanna. Hi, Dale. Beautiful. All right, I think that's enough royalty-free. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is pretty juicy, though.
I need to blend my eyeshadow.
Oh, are we going to do makeup online right now? Sabrina has a whole course on it. Sabrina's 7 secrets for naturally...
To look vibrant.
Vibrant, fresh, and natural on camera.
Yeah.
Something like that. All right. Hey, y'all. We've had an amazing week with
21 secrets.
It's 21 secrets? I think I need some makeup secrets. Where are my makeup secrets? The best makeup secret is lighting. Good lighting.
Hi there, Marie.
Hey there, Bonnie. It's been a long time.
Dale, Shannon, hello, Roberta.
All right. We've got a lot of new friends that are part of our universe, part of our Life Force Mastery School, part of our community in general. We just want to say a big thank you for all the support and love that you shared and you contributed into what we call our Energy Detox and Reboot event. It was a 5-day challenge. We're just on the tail end of that. And the big announcement has to do with that.
But more on that later.
Open looping. You know, we have a lot of folks who come to Satori Method for their own health, their own vitality, getting rid of stagnant energy, getting rid of those energy blocks, right? Cleaning up the channels, getting everything vibrant. We teach Qigong, we teach meditation, all that stuff that just makes you feel happy and healthy.
And all that jazz.
But we also help the helpers help more people because we help you expand your mission.
We help the good people do more good stuff.
Yeah, I like it. So we got coaches, holistic practitioners. We have Qigong teachers, Tai Chi, fitness, yoga, meditators that are all
meditators.
We got like the meditators like tater tots.
Taters and tomatoes. We got the meditators and the tomatoes.
And we like helping you guys expand what you're doing, reach more people, get in front of more people, learn how to go online, have your own studio at home like we do.
Give us some likes and loves if you're here.
Oh, yeah, if you like what we're talking about. And we actually had a program today with a handful of you, and it was so awesome to teach you and share with you what we're doing in our events and such. So every now and then you'll hear us talk about how we did what we did, why we did what we did, because like I said, there are people who are here like just for me, and there are people who are like, yeah, and I also want to model what you guys are doing with your business. And the last part on that is there's a lot of business coaches out there and marketers that will teach you how to market your business. But we actually do both. We drink our own medicine. We coach, we teach, we help heal. Plus we teach the business stuff. So we're kind of that marriage of those two. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all she's got.
No, so, I have so much.
Okay, you want to go?
Sure.
Jump in.
Well, I wanted to tell you a story about an experience that happened this morning.
Oh.
And before you show that thing,
I'm not going to show you.
So, at one of the things that we, we're always looking for beautiful ways to expand our life. And as our energy gets bigger and we're just more and more and more and more aligned, you want to create rituals and habits in your life that make it easier and easier to be joyful, to be happy, and to be healthy. Right. So one of the things that we started doing just a few months ago when we moved into this house is changing the time that we get up. And to kind of commit to getting up early enough, which means going to bed early enough, getting up early enough that we have time to drink our warm lemon water,
Yum.
time to maybe have conversation with each other, and take the dogs for a walk in the morning.
In the morning.
When it's so miraculous, and to just make sure they don't get left out, right? Because we move our bodies, they're trusting us to take care of them. So it's like our responsibility to their little beings to take them for a walk, because that's how they stay healthy, right?
That's right.
So we do it, they do it. And so every morning, even though it's kind of sometimes I don't want to get out of bed, and he certainly doesn't want to get out of bed.
What?
It's like one of the most incredible parts of the whole day. And one thing that has been happening is that we found out that robins, red robin birds, they migrate to where it's warmer, except in Texas, or I think parts of Florida. They can stay here because it's warm enough, and they form these huge flocks. And in the morning, they get up, and you know how the early bird catches the worm? That's really a thing. So when we're walking the dogs, at first we saw like, oh, that's kind of a lot of birds. Like, oh, look, there's a dozen birds getting the worms as the sun was coming up. And then there's 100, and then there's 1,000. And then there are thousands. And what we think's happening is there's some water around here, Hamilton Pool, and even in this kind of neighborhood, there's an area, a reservoir, that they come there because the ground is kind of damp and they can find what they want to eat. And then at nighttime, they fly back. So that's been like this just so miraculous thing. And we're standing outside like this, like, I mean, especially me, I'm just ridiculous. I'm like, look, there's another. Oh, there's another.
I think you're crying, usually.
Yeah, a lot of times I cry. I even had a dream that I could fly after watching
I'm going to show you guys some of the birds. Check this out.
Oh,
So this is in front of our house. You can probably see them. They're tiny.
Literally thousands of robins fly over.
And if you stand there for 10 minutes, you're going to see over 1,000.
and you can see their little red underbellies.
Thousands of them.
Not in this video, but yeah.
All of those little dots.
They leave in the morning and then they come back at night around dusk, actually.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. So then I started getting a little lax in getting up when the alarm went off, and I started setting like 4 alarms, like 5:45, 6, 6:45, 6:30, and I was missing, because after the walk is when we sit together to meditate, and so if it's like, oh, we got to go teach, the meditation gets cut short. And there's always that disappointment when it's cut short, but it's my own fault because I didn't get my butt out of bed. But so today we're getting up and we're going to have a lot of time in this miraculous time. And we walked out the door with the dogs at 10 till 7. And it was pitch black. Yeah. It was so dark. And within, what do you think, 3 minutes? 1 minute?
It happened so fast.
Pink. The sky started to get pink. And then in another minute, golden. And then it was blue. Foggy and it had rained a little bit. And we looked up. And within 10 minutes, the most exquisite painting of love. You could actually see God's brush strokes, and where he used the sponge on some of the sky and strokes on some of the sky, and the colors.
Why don't I just show you? And that's what we were looking at. Can you see those brush strokes? I mean, it looks like a canvas, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you can see how it was still pretty dark out. And it really does. Look at that. That's like, it really looked like that. This is not a picture we found on Google. This has not been edited. And we stood there looking, and it kept changing, right? It kept changing so fast. So at first there was this awe of, like looking around like, hey guys.
Is anyone else seeing this?
Like something incredible is happening. Are you asleep? What are you doing in your house that's so important? Get outside, hurry. and then it kept evolving. And then I actually started to cry.
Yeah.
Because it was so beautiful. but I also saw that as fast as it was created, that opportunity to see it and to experience it was also leaving. And that's the way things are sometimes in life. They roll up to your plate, and it's up to us to say yes, or to take the action, or to say I'm in, or to do the practice, or else the invitation just sort of rolls along. And something else will come, but it will never be that same thing. And I was tears of joy that I didn't miss, but even more than that was this commitment to be more aware of when my prayers are being answered with an invitation to see, experience, participate in something that is really God's answer to a prayer that looks like a sunset, that looks like an email, that looks like a phone call. And what did you guys think of that? Could they see it?
Barbara said, I used to say, when seeing a magnificent sunrise, I'll put it on the screen, you guys can see it. Which angel painted this one? Was it Fred who painted this one? That's beautiful. Yeah, Betsy says, I love it. Me too. Getting up early for that quiet time. And Susan said, I'm so glad you took a picture. Bonnie says, I love sunrise. It's magical. Erotica says, spectacular. A gift for both of you. It truly is a gift. I mean, as we were walking down the street, and so I told Sabrina before we moved into this home, as we were in our manifestation journey, I'd really love to see like open space, kind of be up high and see the ocean. That would be really lovely. And then, as some of you know, we were gifted a housewarming gift of an ocean,
A painting.
painted by the person who owned the home before us. And so I was like, well, I love it. Thank you. You got to be really, clear how you ask for what you want. But then this morning, as we were walking, there were you saw in that picture, there's no homes in front. And if you look closely in the back, doesn't that look like an ocean?
Yeah, especially towards the right-hand side moving back. It really looked in person like water. And then some of the clouds look like islands way out in the water.
You can see it. And I said to Sabrina, that's what I wanted to see. That's the exact vision, because I grew up in Malibu and I lived up on the canyon a little bit. And every morning I'd walk out to check the surf, and I saw this open vastness. So it's not just the ocean, although I love the ocean. It's the perspective that I was experiencing of being up, being in this vast, expansive vision, which to me is such a beautiful place to feel into, whether your eyes are open or closed.
Yeah.
But I was gifted that. And so I realized we have that just right down the street. I got my prayer
We
answered.
have it if we go outside. And I think, I wrote an email today.
And lastly, it's not about, look at us and we have this nice view. It's like being able to create and ask for that which lights you up. That's what lights me up. And then I realized it was gifted. So what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah. In this email that I wrote, I sent the picture out to some people on our email list today. And I said that when I looked at it and I was so moved, it looked like hope and possibility and probability that things won't only be okay, that things will be fantastic. Because there's so much happening in the world right now. There was a lot happening in the USA yesterday, every day. But the sunrise, it's like fresh, new possibility, probability. Not just that things will be okay, but like to be born again, to be fresh and new. And it's up to me to either step into that newness or look back and say, no, I'm just going to stay in yesterday's fear or lack. And that's what was so beautiful about that sunset. And then I have a little bit to tail in on it, is just how from we are feeling so good after that 5-day that became a 6-day energy detox. I'm like, game on, life. I feel good. And I don't really have any reason to, like I can't say this is going good or this is going good in particular. I just feel good. I feel really good.
You're aligned.
I'm happy for no reason at all.
That's energetic alignment.
I'm happy for no reason at all. And I'm really listening to, my friend calls it a whisper. She says, God whispers. I'm like, not to me, he yells. But more like very vivid dreams and visions. And I was in this clubhouse room, and this person was sharing. A bunch of my friends were in there, and she mentioned that she was doing this thing. And I really wasn't interested, but there was a thing like, check it out. So I checked it out, and I was listening, and it wasn't something that I felt called to participate in. But while she was talking, someone asked a question, and the person that asked the question said something like, I used to be a spokesperson and an MC, and when she said that, I remembered the dream I had had the night before. And in the dream I had the night before, I know this is like really messy, but that's just my life. In the dream, I had talked to the person that was giving the presentation, and she had asked me what my background was, and I had told her this part.
Okay. I'm just trying to follow.
And I had told her, about acting and being an MC and being a spokesperson. And she said, do you miss it? And I said, well, I haven't really thought about missing it, but it is really fun. But it's not even really possible with the world the way it is now. So then back to real life, this person asking a question said this thing about her. And in that moment, I thought, well, there's these really incredible companies that are putting on these 3-day events for Tony Robbins and Russell Brunson and Mary Morrissey, and like thousands of people can attend, and they have MCs.
Live online virtual events with screens, tons and tons of screens, and the teachers stand in front of them and project to the world now.
Yeah, and I thought, this particular company that I've been looking at
Enjoying their conversations.
in North Carolina, I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, what a cool studio. That would be...
It's really cool looking.
Cool.
Really
and they're
cool.
like creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Okay, all of that happened one night with the dream. The next day the girl said something. And I had that like...
You had a feeling.
That'd be fun. And that's all I thought. That's all I thought.
That's usually how it is. That would be fun.
I kind of finished
I'd
it
like
with busy. Like... That's what we say to each other.
We say that a lot. Busy.
Yeah, like Tristan will go, hey, Sabrina, can you? And I'll be like, busy. So the next morning, I got a text from my friend. Can you call me? I'm like, sure.
First thing in the morning, she's oh.
Right after I experience the sunset and walk the dogs. So
You guys tracking. So this is all about energy and flow and being in the dream state and being like, what are you lit up by? And then like showing up for something, not really knowing why you're there, but you're like, well, I'm just going to listen. And then you hear something and it pops a thought, like how it's all interconnected. Okay.
And what I heard had nothing to do with what was being taught in that presentation. And so, do you guys need a nap from all this before I finish the story?
Land the plane, honey. Right, Ron? Land the plane.
So we walk the dogs, and I call my friend back, and she goes, hey, I just hired this company, the company that I wanted to
Learn more from.
look at, watch, see how they do, top of the top.
The ones that do the virtual live events for
Yeah.
Tony Robbins and Russell Brunson and people like
And
that.
I'm paying them X amount of money.
A lot.
It's a whole lot. And would you guys come and in person in their studio open up the event for me every day? Yeah. But here's the stretch. The person that's going to MC, I need them to do something in sales. Could you guys like MC it some too?
Boom!
I'm like,
Yes!
yes. Oh my gosh. Exactly what I said would be fun with the exact people that I wanted to do it. And then the only thought I had was, what will I wear?
I just realized this could seem like the big announcement.
Oh, it's not.
And this isn't the big announcement, but
No.
it is a big announcement. So that is a beautiful manifestation
Is
that
that
just took
crazy?
place. Sabrina is an incredible MC. I get to be the sidekick, which is really cool. But these people, Barry and Blue, who are running the whole event for our friend, are the top of the food chain when it comes to this stuff. They're fantastic. I've been listening to them on Clubhouse. Great people, great energy. Yeah. And then we get to be around that and learn from that and MC and open the show. And get to see these, because
we can teach it.
We broadcast from right here, and this is fun for us, and we try to teach this to some of you guys who want to have your own home studio and teach, in this way and reach more people. This is going to be so badass to see, not that I want to go off the deep end with the tech, but just to watch the interplay and how they frame it out and how they work together. And this is exciting.
And how Kim monitors so many.
Kind of a BAM. Yeah, guys, a BAM is in our Black Belt and Light program. But a BAM is a badass manifestation.
And here's the
BAM.
thing. Saying yes to the invitations that God gives you when your prayer is answered. I didn't ask a single question. I didn't say, what do I wear? What will I say? Will you give me a script? I just said, yes. That's it. Yes, don't offer it to anybody else. But back in the fall, Kim did do it just from her home.
This is the friend who asked her.
Yeah. And she had asked us to open the event when she was just doing it from her home to help her out. And we just said, yes, we love you. Of course we will. So we did it from right here. And so that generosity was already in there.
Right. And then she got to taste our experience, and everybody loved it and said thank you, and that was fun. So you just take the little steps and you build the momentum in the direction of that which you love.
And then, the thing could be, what will come of this?
Who knows?
Who knows? Well, does anything have to come of it? But that sunset, the sunrise this morning was about the noticing the invitations, because
energy alignment.
Yes, when you are doing these energy practices and your priority in life is alignment, and you run everything past joy and everything past
that was good.
That
run everything past joy, the joy barometer.
Send that to us, Barbara.
Barbara's so awesome. She catches all our little isms. Love that.
It really is a magical life. It really is. It's so magical. And I'm saying this to myself, and that's the reason I cried with the sunrise, is because when you're in it, you're in it. And then you can just sort of get out of it, and the energy's a little bit off. And then when you're back in, you're like, how did I forget? How did I leave? But it's okay to kind of get off a little, because it makes you want to have that alignment again. And this experience has activated in me the remembrance of manifestation and creation and prayer, done in that joyful, playful way of, that would really be fun. Just a thought. I just thought that would be so fun. Like, maybe I can even get my hair and makeup done and wear an evening gown. Probably not. But
don't need an evening gown.
Just that. And I was vibrating with the fun of it. And it's attracted it so fast. And to remember that. Don't get heavy with your prayers. Don't get heavy with prayer. Worrying is not a prayer. Anxiety is not a prayer.
It is, though.
Right? Every thought.
Not the best prayer.
Yeah. So that was just super fun experience to share, how I didn't want to watch that presentation necessarily, but something in me said, just show up. And the part that I heard, that other attendee asked the question, wasn't recorded. So if I hadn't been on the live stream, I wouldn't have heard it. And that dream said, show up live, which I don't.
So all these things are putting out signals, energy, prayers to the universe, and the universe is listening. And therefore the universe is pinging off other people. Pinging means like bouncing a vibration off someone else, like our friend who said, you know what? Maybe Tristan and Sabrina would do this. And texted us, but that's all energetic alignment. That's the sewing of the energy threads together.
Yeah.
But that only happens if we're moving towards the joy and flirting with it and playing with it and releasing the resistance and saying yes and saying yes and saying yes to more. Even sometimes when you think, ooh, I don't know, that's a little scary. Or
I thought that.
Right?
Totally.
Yeah, we absolutely have that.
I was
You're
like, what if I suck?
which you don't, but that whatever comes up. So I just love it. Hanging out with this one, the craziest, coolest things happen. Like a couple years ago, she got invited to hang out with Sir Richard Branson just because she woke up in the morning and says, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what magical things I create today.
And who I'm going to meet.
And then within an hour, I get a text from somebody who's saying, Sabrina won a thing to meet with Sir Richard Branson, and you can tag along too.
That night.
Look, guys, we share these stories just because they're fun, right? We have like lots of different ones, but they kind of blow our minds sometimes. Like, wow, that was easy. But if we don't share them, then people think it's hard. And it's never about us. Like, it's fun to share, but it ain't about that. It's about the way in which it comes to be. And I think it needs to be shared because, like if we didn't hear stories like this, maybe we'd think it's hard too. And it's not. Because,
a little law of attraction that you guys already know, but you need to, and what we teach is kind of become the vibrational frequency and the feeling of already having that thing. And when I thought that would be fun, I was just as excited at the thought of it and the giddiness of it as though I was already doing it. So it couldn't help but happen. It wasn't like a maybe someday dreamy. It didn't get heavy like that. I actually delighted in the possibility of it with just as much excitement as it actually happening. And the subconscious mind, law of attraction, that's same thing with that morning. I woke up and said, I can't wait to see who God wants me to meet today. It was just, I had already met somebody that my brain thought was incredible. Actually, he probably had that same dream too. And then he met me.
There you go. I ran into this fellow at the gym years ago, and we were having a conversation, not exactly the same as this, but it had to do with, how a lot of folks will teach you to become it now, feel it as if it's now. And we are saying that in some respects, but there's a nuance that I think is really important. I just want to make sure that we punch it out. So it's not like, so this particular person really wanted to get this part in a particular movie and get their script picked up. And so they were practicing visualizations about that happening. Kind of like athletes who see themselves winning and raising their hands, and that stuff's cool because it's internally triggering certain energies. But this person was getting depressed because they were visualizing to get this thing to happen and it wasn't happening. So they had an agenda, which isn't a bad thing to have a desire. A desire is a good thing. But they were playing with this exercise in a way that was shutting them down. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. And they said, so this whole visualization law of attraction thing sucks for me. And so what I've realized is I'm really not playing it as if it's in the future at all. I'm just enjoying feeling it right now, whether it happens or not, because I'm after the feeling, period. So if we get the carrot, okay, cool. And if we don't, doesn't matter, because I already felt it. Now you could say, yeah, but I still want the stuff. Okay, I'm not trying to game the system per se, because I don't really need anything. When you're content in the connection to joy, you kind of already have it.
You never want the thing anyway. You want how it makes you feel.
But then it's sort of like, but if we were to play, and if we were to play in this way, which way would feel the best? And so then you just start playing in your energy and what it feels like. And then when they start popping, it's like, OMG, that was easy. But it wasn't this heavy, like, I want this thing, so I'm going to try to game the system.
And you couldn't draw a vertical line to connect the dots.
No, it's like...
It's a little barrel.
And what's more important, because she couldn't visualize that in that exact way.
Who?
You. And like, when you visualize too specific and too detailed, like, oh, picture them, what does their face look like, and all this stuff, like, you block the magic of the universe delivering to you the feeling that you really want. It's a connection to the vibration more than it is the manifestation in the physical realm. Because you don't always know what it's going to look like, especially the journey and how the dots are going to connect.
And that's what makes it so fun.
I don't want to interfere ever with that. I just really want to be in the joy now because I don't want to wait for later. Because if you're waiting for then when that thing pops, then you'll be happy. You might be waiting a while.
Yeah.
Right? So connect to joy now and then play. I hope that came through clear. Mm-hmm. So what's the big announcement? You guys ready for it?
Yeah. Any comments we need to see?
Just Barbara caught your really great insight. Don't second guess your intuition. Ron says, say yes to more. I like that. Your stories are very inspiring and enlightening, says Radhika. Thank you. Bonnie says, thanks so much for sharing the joy in the journey. Totally. Let it go, and it is so. And so it is. I like let it go, and it is so. Let's tweak that one for Ginny. I'm getting some more cool feedback here. Daphne says, good distinction and definition of the feeling. Vibration is the key. Thank you. Right? It's all about the vibration. I can connect into the vibration of the joy of the thing. You nailed it. That's exactly what I'm saying. Cake. Okay. This is absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, says Rebecca. So my turn. And this, I want to give you guys a link to get a goodie today. So I'm going to pull from, we were doing a training today.
You're the first to know about this, right?
Yeah. Well, we've hinted that it's coming. So this might be interesting for those of you who are teachers, or maybe you're creating programs that you want to share. Because so much has happened, as we all know, with the world, all the big pivots and everything going on, and having to find new ways perhaps to generate income, and maybe wanting to do that from home. And we're all about helping you with that if that's what you want. So we have a program some of our students are part of called Momentum Membership. And what we do is we help them help others through lessons we've learned in growing our love-based business. And we were talking today about these programs that sometimes you see online that seem really cheap, like $7, $17, stuff like that. And I was sharing an insight which has to do with the energy behind that. The two things. If you sell programs that are seemingly very reduced, could that attract people who maybe can't participate in other things later with you? Maybe. But I think ultimately it's the energy of what you're putting into what you're giving. So if we were to sell something for 97 or 47 or something like that, share something, we're going to put so much value into that because we believe in giving the best of the best of the best that we can possibly give in a reduced price sometimes that can serve more people. So we love doing that, and we want to do that for you. So we just did 6 days of full-on trainings. If you were there, you already know what it was. It was called the Energy Detox and Reboot. This was our 2021 series.
All new.
All brand new. And we even have a 7th day coming out next week on Monday. Stay tuned to your inboxes if you're on our email list. If you're not, make sure you get on it. Send an email to Satori at satorimethod.com so you're in the know. But anyway, we're going to do this really cool fusion of all the things that were taught in these 6 private lessons. So what we mean by private lesson is we take a lesson, a teaching, an exercise from energy arts, movement arts.
Like each day was a different lesson.
How to make a chi ball, how to feel the chi flowing through your spine, how to open your third eye, like really fun, cool stuff like that.
Things for your back.
For your back, for health, for joints, for immune system strength. And so we do these lessons where we explain the nuances of how it works so that the participant actually has an experience. They have a real relevant result.
At least 6 experiences. At
6
least
at
one
least.
a day.
And in many of the classes, we're teaching multiple exercises. So we're leading with our best foot forward. We're building a relationship with you guys, with our community. Whether someone buys something from us or not doesn't really matter. Making money's not that hard to do if you're coming from love and service. So we're not worried about that at all. We really want to help people, right? That's like number one. And then you want to help more people, then it's good for you to have a business model that supports you doing more so you can serve more. So that all makes sense, right? Income and an impact. But what I saw with these private lessons is there's so much there. What if we could condense all of that now down into a simple routine? And that's what we're doing on day 7 is I've worked on it today. Big part. Some of my students are probably like, when did you have time today? And say, I've been watching you. You've been busy. No. I had condensed time to take all of that stuff. And I've created this body buzz routine. And I'm really stoked about it. It's cool. We gave everybody this
No
free.
one has ever seen this.
No, it's really neat. And I was doing it and I was like, so much energy and giddy and smiley. And it's kind of why, like Sabrina and I were working a lot today and a little bit through, I was like, we put a lot of hours in today. We doing the Trisbrina Show? And we're like, no, we always do the Trisbrina Show. So I went and did this body buzz thing and I'm really buzzing.
So it pulls from
All
something
6
from
days.
all 6 days
Into one routine.
into one routine that someone could do in what you think, 12 minutes?
I'm going to shoot for 15 because I've
15?
got a lot there. But a 15-minute routine. Who doesn't have 15 minutes? All right, so this routine in and of itself, I would like to offer to our community for $47. It's a great routine. But in addition to that, we want to give you all of the trainings, all 6 days included in that. Boom.
Right.
There you go. Plus, we're going to add some other cool bonuses. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, I got a little linky thing for you.
So
that
here's
you
the
could go
thing.
get.
It's not always the price that he just said, but we feel like people showed up for the 6 days of the energy detox and reboot, and they'll show up for day 7. You guys participated. You wrote in the chat. You opened the emails. A lot of you purchased our home study courses. So sort of as our thank you for your participation and a gift from us, because lots of people want forever access to those 6 days.
There's a lot of
and then
nuances
to add the day
explained.
7. So it's just for a few days. It's over 80% off, and that's where you can get it.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. It really is like this $300 program, and now we're adding this other training. So anyway, it's just so much fun
It's
for
like
us.
7 hours of training.
We love we love loving.
Yeah.
We love helping. We love teaching you and making stuff simple and easy to learn. And like the most important thing to me is you get a result.
Yep.
That you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, I'm so glad I'm doing this.
Yep.
I'm so glad I'm practicing Qigong. I'm so glad I get it. I'm so into meditation. I love the way my energy feels. I'm a badass manifester because I'm getting my energy aligned.
Yeah.
This whole thing, the first manifestation is your own physical health. If you can get happy in your body and feel joy, more joy in your body, your mood changes. When your mood changes, what your output, vibrational output, it's so different. When your body hurts or can't sleep right or you're like hurting or you're like low energy, it totally jacks up your mood. I know. I was pissed, angry, and depressed for years because my body hurt so bad. Now I'm so frisky and happy because of these energy arts. That's why I teach them. I've got to pass this on. That's why we teach them. We got to give this back. And honestly, I really would love it if you guys would like learn this, like so many of you are, and help us pass it on.
Yeah.
And this is a great way to get new insights, new techniques, and stay inspired and keep your energy really aligned and share your manifestations with us. So there's the link.
So just to clarify, because I see some of you in the chat, if you already picked up a copy or were given a copy of the 6 days, you will get the 7th day too. We're not going to like hold that
Yes.
hostage. No, you get it all. You get more of a bonus than you thought. And we're going to do that on Monday.
Monday.
If I knew what today's date was, let's see, today's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. On January 25th at 1 p.m., we'll do it live in the Energy Expansion Facebook group. And then we will let people watch it on the website for 24 hours, whether they purchase things or not. We always want to give. And then only the people who purchased it will have it for forever access.
And for those of you that have been in the Facebook group enjoying the replays, we did leave them up a whole lot longer because there were so many requests. People were freaking out about this training. So now you get to own it, and those Facebook videos are going to be gone probably by the end of the day. I'm not sure if the team will finish that up or tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
so
the website.
we did promise that we'd keep them up, and we kept them up a lot longer than we intended to. So, but good news.
Yeah,
you can own them.
Yeah, it's United States dollars. It's actually one pay of 47 or 2 times 27.
So jot that link down. Boost 2021.
It's a coupon. You have to at checkout write in the coupon code
if you do
in
the
the
one
little
pay.
box.
Yep. And we'll send you guys an email about it, just a reminder, because we know we all get busy. Okay, fun.
Really fun.
It's date night. What should we do? Should we go sit on the couch and watch a movie?
Yes.
It's been a long day.
The other night, it was Tuesday night, and we taught a class, our Black Belt in Life Manifestation program, and we both got so, I guess, high and energized from it. It wasn't over till 9. We ended up watching a movie till like 12:30.
Oh, man. We never stay up that
then
late. We
we-
broke our rule.
We broke our rule right away, but we got up
We
and
got
walked
up,
the
man.
dogs
You got to get up.
with the Rockin' Robins tweet, tweet, tweet.
If you do it. All right. I like this one.
If you're in the Life Force Mastery Dojo and you're not a new member, I got another surprise coming your way. Check your email.
The boxer in me. Love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We really, really appreciate all the comments, all the sweetness. You guys make us so rich
Yep.
in life and energy. Bye now.